Today, from Brooklyn, New York, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Brooklyn Barons taking on the Columbus Aviators.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Columbus Aviators and the Brooklyn Barons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel week.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
They'll take over. First down.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. They'll get this to Mccaffrey out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 12 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Darnold from the gun. They quickly to Thielen here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Darnold on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
On the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Aaron's 3, Aviators nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley.
26, Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
No gain.
So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Christian McCaffrey.
Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up
now Darnold.
At the 26-yard line.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Darnold down to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Columbus.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chain, second and 13. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
5 yards. It's third down.
After one on EA Sports.
Barons 3, Aviators nothing.
Here's third and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Smith, incomplete. It's now second.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Smith catches left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
And maybe
Darnold, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And it is up.
His kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The scoop and score always always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line. 2nd and 5 now.
Darnold, the connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
That's good for a 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A first down throw, Darnold. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
Pass.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Darnold. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Mccaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They go draw play. It's Dillon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. Here's 10. Aaron 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Kaepernick going to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Yards to go.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got Burton here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
His pass caught at the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Darnold. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Matt this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
13. Aviators 10.
Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
They'll take over first.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. This one into the hands of Burton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A field goal the difference, a tight one through 2 quarters, and we are back and underway for the third quarter. Well, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie us at 13.
13 all.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Take over. 1st down and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Darnold from the gun. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd down.
A.J. Boye on the cover.
Darnold to throw again. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Now Darnold on third and goal. And that will be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
It's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up, because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
At their own 27-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Kenneth Murray leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And Adams has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Columbus. That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Kaepernick now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Another try for Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have once again taken the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first and 10, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold, and the pressure gets to him again. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Darnold. That's caught by Kelly. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
At their own 40.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And his throw is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's Barkley on the counter. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ford. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Sam Sloman now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. On the return, it's Washington. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. They probably should have been there first. And it's third down now. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, it's Darnold. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And Oliver in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yards. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
It's now fourth down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as he'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick.
Today's final score your Aviators.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Columbus, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.